South Carolina Gamecocks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Canes will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Gamecocks offense will have the football first. This is a... quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice all week because I think he understands the challenge that lies ahead of him. He knows this is easily the best defense that they face this year, so we're going to put his skills to the test in this one.
They're going to make it hard, right? There's not going to be any layups. Like most of the time, you know, he's had his way. He's feasted on so many defenses. They're going to make you earn it. They're going to make you go the length of the field. They're going to see if you can be patient. They're going to see how you respond to adversity. So some challenges coming his way for sure.
He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Get it out on the screen. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Guys, for just a little bit, let's talk about South Carolina. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. So Miami's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Has the first down marker and still running.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires into traffic, and it's picked off. Those kind of plays can be huge for momentum. Even with the short return, they're set up at the 45. Guys, let's chat just for a second about South Carolina. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Got his man. And the Gamecocks will have a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Trying to set up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, South Carolina. Once he got some room, it was over.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Looking left. He's got an open man. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. Love what they did there, putting the big fella in the slot, letting him use his ability to get downfield and create some space and find the soft spot in the zone.
No doubt. You got the big fella in the slot so you get your matchup. You know it's zone coverage. You know you can put it up out there and let him go make it.
He's loose. He's at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the 1st quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offense. Odyssey. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. On the run, it's Hardy. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
Pulls it in. It's Clark. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Works the middle. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. New set of downs after the completion. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Clark. Turns it on in midfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch. It
breaks into the open. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. And he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
On offense, you're just trying to buy yourself some real estate here, backed up deep in your own end, a quick throw on the slant, but the defense right now playing so physical, they're able to jar the ball loose on the incompletion because of the hit against one of the faster players you're going to see in college football.
He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Chadwick. Right on the money. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
They just keep firing. The sure hands, it's Carr. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on 1st down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open. He can make positive.
Turning it on! They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a 1st down just outside the red zone.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Dropping back, it's Chadwick. Got rid of it just in time.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So first down here as they go back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Extending the play. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the tailback. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Canes!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point is good. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll try the run. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Fires to the tight end. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And the Gamecocks in a good spot here with second and short. There he goes. Scorched that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. Just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Auburn is ahead early in Jordan Hare, but that's not exactly Bo Jackson out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Baylor. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking to throw, it's Chadwick. Throws to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's second and 11. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback is toasted back at the 35.
And the defense defense makes a play. Finally, this is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good thing.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Back to pass, it's Chadwick. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And the big deflection on third down forces a fourth down. And the Hurricanes will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Clark. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking...
Oh, he's got some space. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Got a man. It's Harbor. Brought down at the 21-yard line. A 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. They're going to run it. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Trying to blow his way in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. And after that strong play on first down, they're right on the cusp. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And This offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. And you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard, you're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum, cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
That was incomplete. I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
To the air, it's Chadwick. Rushes on him. He'll pull it down and run. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. He's taking the shot. And it won't make the connection going for the big play.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their third possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Racing to the right. Touchdown, Gamecocks. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You know, the one thing that really worries head coaches coming into week one is ball security. You're worried about execution. This offense has done some good things early in this game, but you cannot put the ball on the ground because the defense will make you pay like they did right there, taking it all the way to the house.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continuing, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Chadwick. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. This pass rush has just been relentless. You can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. He's going to throw deep right side. Touchdown, Miami! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. You've got to build on this momentum in the second half.
And the extra point splits the uprights. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pocket breaking down. Floating away. Finding an escape route. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Flushed out of the pocket. Throwing on the run. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender. So the penalty for pass interference will allow this offense to run one more play on an untimed down.
Let's go. Break. Single. Ready.
Looking to throw on first down. He's not afraid to go deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, it is hard to beat Columbia when that town is buzzing as it is today.
The Gamecocks will line up to kick off and start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Gibson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this is why this team is losing this game right now. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
Looking downfield, it's Chadwick. Fires toward the target. It's complete. Bulldozes his way through. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the 5-yard step off, 1st and 15 for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got him downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Hurricanes will hustle to the line. They'll run it from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Quick spin on the line. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
On 3rd down going up top. The screen, and watch out. He's got enough. It'll be a 1st down. They've got it at the 12. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Finds his big tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. To throw, it's Chadwick. Going for 6. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
That is no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Handoff from the gun. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
As an offense, you've got the lead, you've had success running the football. You hope that this play is just a blip because you know you're going to have to lean on your bell cow running back to ice this game and close it.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely.
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. Be smart with the football. You drop back, it's a scramble. The quarterback pulls it down, makes the play. Nice job. This is how you play with the lead. Take what the defense gives you and don't make mistakes.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
Oh my, circle, circle, Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the 1st down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
A strike downfield. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Inside the 40. Past the 30. He's at the... and with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Hurricanes. What about the speed from that defender on the return?
He's showing you, Reese, like, listen, it's not just wide receivers that can do that. I can take this thing to the house. I got some moves. Watch this. Unbelievable job of flipping the field. Offense about to score. Defense makes the huge plays and gets points out of it.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Immediately fires to the middle. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and this quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds his tight end. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Running back searching for a hole. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
But one of the best compliments you can pay a running back is they get stronger as the game goes on. This guy's been awesome all game long, and you're seeing it here in the 4th quarter. He's trying to ice this thing and close it out, still running strong.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Looking to the big tight end. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Yeah, taking the shot down the field, I love it. Offenses have to do that. A lot of times offenses get pretty conservative, but take deep shots down the field. Try to make those big plays. Trust your wide receivers and your big play guys to make those shots down the field.
They're working that left side. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Man, did the defense need the stop. Great job getting the 3rd down stop. They needed to force a punt. They got to get their offense the football back so they have a chance in this football game. Really nice execution by this defense.
Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got it. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. Looking to throw, it's Chadwick. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the
job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable. This defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Here's the heat. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now the 7th sack of the game.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that 4th down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. There's the pressure. Hit as he throws. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Off the RPO, complete. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
Tackle is made at the 23. Let's call it a 5-yard pickup. And the Canes headed quickly to the line.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. They get to the line quickly.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
And we talk to teams week after week, and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
The Canes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Chadwick. Release to the back. Grab near the sticks. It's Brown. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
And the Hurricanes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Looking to throw on first down. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got it! He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Here's 4th down and down 2 scores. They'll go for it here in the 4th quarter. Looking to the end zone. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The Gamecocks backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on 2nd down and maybe put this thing away. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now on 1st down from the 28. To the ground. He's got it again. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Motion from the wideout. To the air. It's Sellers. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. And the Gamecocks will bring the punt team onto the field.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got the quick pass. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
He wants a big play here late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. He's got it on the run. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Caught behind the line. It's Gilbert. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Hurricanes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's Chadwick. Oh, they're after him. And he's got it for a touchdown, so hold on a second. They're not dead yet. In fact, they're they're suddenly feeling much better.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to get it back to the O?
When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. He's knocked down for a loss of 7. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. All right, this game just got tighter, and you just don't want to make a mistake here, David.
Especially in the fourth quarter. Remember, you're still leading this ball game. You're still going to execute the same way, Palmer. Don't get frantic.
Don't get frantic, but I would like to see them stay aggressive, too. You put a touchdown up on the board here, and this goes back to being a two-possession game.
Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Ready to fire from the pistol. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And on that short gain, that will bring us to the end of this game. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams.